Kaido and Big Mom are some of the strongest people in the One Piece world, but what makes them so strong? Their bodies seem to be invincible. There's no explanation why their bodies are so strong in the story so far. I don't think the explanation will be that some people in the One Piece world are different from the others, and they are naturally strong from the day they were born. The reason why I think their bodies are so strong is Haki. Recently Oda has revealed more things about Haki, and I think there will be other great revelations about Haki. In the recent chapters we saw Luffy trying to learn advanced armament Haki. The difference between the advanced armament Haki and the standard armament Haki is that the advanced armament Haki is being used not just to defend the body of the user, but also at the same time to attack and hit the opponent. The type of armament Haki that Luffy is learning is just level 2 of armament Haki. I think there are other levels. And that's why I think Kaido and Big Mom are so strong. I think this type of advanced armament Haki fuses with the body of the user, and that's why they are so strong and they seem invincible. And also that's why it cannot be seen from the outside. Instead of creating a layer of armament Haki covering the body of the user from the outside, this type of Haki fuses with the body. We saw Virgo covering his entire body with armament Haki. I think top level fighters like Kaido and Big Mom and others are doing the same thing, but instead of armament Haki they are using advanced armament Haki. And that is why some people in the One Piece world seem invincible. But what is making their bodies so strong is Haki. When Capone was revealing his plan how to kill Big Mom, he said that the only time when I saw Big Mom bleeding is when she lost control of her mind. So this tells us that her body is not strong on its own, that she was born like that. Because if that was the case, then it would not matter if she lost her mind or not. The body does not become weaker all of a sudden. The same is with the Deadfoot power. The powers do not disappear just because the user has lost his or her mind. If a Logia user for some reason has lost his mind, that doesn't mean that they can be killed with a normal bullet. So both of those powers stay the same, no matter what the user is experiencing. But can we say the same about Haki? No. Haki needs to be activated. The user makes a decision in his mind to activate the Haki. And not just that, but also on how to use it. At the beginning, when Luffy did use King's Haki, he did knock out everyone around him, and not just his enemies. But after Rayleigh did teach him how to use Haki, he can attack only the people that he wants and not everyone around him. So the mind is very important when it comes to Haki and how to use it. And if the mind of the user is not working properly, and he or she has lost control, then the Haki will be deactivated. And that's why during that time that she lost her mind, she was vulnerable and got injured. Now, about this type of Haki, when it comes to people like Kaido and Big Mom and others, I think they keep it activated all the time, unless something out of the ordinary happens, like what did happen to Big Mom that caused her to lose her mind. We saw that Ace could not kill Whitebeard even when he was sleeping, so his observation Haki was activated even when he was sleeping. Luffy said the reason he's trying to learn advanced armament Haki is that maybe then he will be able to break those tough scales of Kaido. I don't think Luffy is talking about his Deadfoot power. We saw Luffy hit Kaido in his dragon form without even using Gear 4. He sent Kaido flying down. But when Luffy hit Kaido in his human form, it did not do anything to Kaido. His defenses were too strong, even though Luffy was using Gear 4. I think the big difference between Luffy and Kaido right now is Haki. And since you develop Haki over time, they are way ahead of Luffy. And that's why I did not stand a chance against Kaido when they fought. They are a lot more older than Luffy, so they had more time to develop their Hakis, and that's why they are at higher levels than Luffy. Before the time skip, Haki was not visible, but then Oda did decide to change that. I think one of the reasons was due to people being confused about what is going on. And especially after the time skip, fighters using Haki in the new world is normal and very common. But if my theory is correct, then why this type of Haki is not visible as well? I think that is due to character design than anything else. And that's why I think Oda kept this type of Haki invisible after the time skip. King's Haki is invisible as well, and King's Haki is advanced type of Haki. Very few people have it. Thanks for watching.